everyone, welcome to another Biteable tutorial. My name is Haley and today we're covering Instagram ads. I'll give you some best practice tips for making great Instagram ads, cover some formatting must-haves, and I'll show you how to edit an Instagram ad with Biteable. Instagram is a great place for video marketers to spend budget. You get excellent bang for your buck, tons of placement options for your ads, and it's reasonably easy to mimic native Instagram content. On top of all that, 72% of people actually prefer to learn about new products and services with video, so you're doing your audience a favor too. Before we start editing, here are my must-do tips for getting started with Instagram advertising. My first tip, hit them with an eye-catching intro. The first 3 seconds of your video are worth their weight in gold. Make sure they're bright, full of movement, and eye-catching. My second tip is sound off, captions on. Most people watch Instagram ads without the sound on, so make sure your text works overtime. Users need to read and understand your video, even if it's on mute. My third tip is Wi-Fi only. Change your ad settings so they're only showing ads to people connected to Wi-Fi. There's two good reasons for this. Wi-Fi is more reliable, less buffering means you won't lose people's attention, and secondly, if they're not worrying about their data, people might be more open to watching your video. My fourth tip is loop it. Instagram ads loop and people will rewatch your video if it's short, sharp, and interesting. So spend some time on the intro and outro transitions and make sure they loop smoothly. While I've got you here, let's cover some technical specs. As I mentioned, there are so many types of Instagram ads and they each come with specifications. You can read up on the required size and aspect ratio of each in our blog post linked down below. But there are some universal Instagram rules to remember. For format, go for MP4 or MOV formats with H.264 compression. For length, aim between 20 and 30 seconds, and the maximum file size is generally 30 megabytes. One more thing, the cost of Instagram ads depends on how you set it up and your budget, but here's a rough outline. For CPM, you should be getting about 1,000 impressions for $5, and for CPC, you should be paying on average 70 cents per click. Okay, time to edit. So here I am on Bitable's Instagram ads template page. Here you can see all of the templates that are made for Instagram ads. To preview any, just hold your mouse over that thumbnail and then go ahead and click Edit Video once you're ready to edit that template. In this scenario, I'm going to be making an Instagram ad for a new cafe opening in Toronto. So I'm just going to go ahead and shift this text around on the first scene here. And then I'm going to change this text so it suits my video. And this is pretty large, so I'm going to go ahead and make this text just a bit smaller using the toolbar on the right-hand side here. And I'm going to change that orientation so it's aligned to the left instead of to the right. I'm also going to add a line of text below. And I'll just change that first line a little bit. There we go. So it's as simple as dragging your text around and placing it where you want it to appear in your video. Now I'm going to change the ribbon color to have my brand colors, which in this case is just going to be a dusty pink color. And then you can change the text color so it matches as well. And then jumping over to the next scene, I'm going to change that text as well. You can click Add Caption, and then you can pop in your text. And to change the length of any caption, just drag the bar along the bottom timeline there. Now I'm going to replace this background and delete this text box. So we're just going to select Replace Background, and I'm going to search for videos of a coffee shop. If I had my own photos and videos, I could upload those as well, but for now I'm just going to use stock footage. Once you find a video you like, simply click on it and it will be added into your video. Then you can just hold and drag to move that video around on your scene. Jumping into the next scene, I'm also going to replace this background with another video, this time of pastries. And you can go ahead and scroll down and take a look at all of the different stock videos of pastries that we have to choose from. There are so many different options. In this scenario, I'm going to go with one that's right up at the top here. That one looks looks great. Then I'm just going to change this text. I'll add a ribbon color so it's a bit easier to read, and change the text color to my brand color. Again, I'm going to replace this background and find something more relevant to my video. So in this case, I'm looking for a video of coffee. Again, we've got dozens of options to choose from, but I'm going to pick this very first video here. Looks pretty cool. And once again, just customizing that text and customizing that ribbon color so it fits my brand. And you can go ahead and play around with the placement of that text on your scene. And to shorten the length of a scene in your video, you simply click on the right-hand side and either drag to the left or right, whether you want to shorten it or make it longer. So now I'm getting to the end of my Instagram ad. I'm coming up on the 20-second mark, so I'm going to start leaving my call to action. In this case, I'm going to provide the address and then right below the store hours, and then in the next scene, I'll provide the name of the cafe. And then I'll just use the toolbar on the right-hand side again to change the size of this text. Great, so I'm going to delete these scenes that I don't need in my video. Since it's an Instagram ad, I want it to be pretty short, between 20 and 30 seconds. And this is the last scene. If I had a logo, I could add it in there, but since this is a fake coffee shop, I'm actually going to remove the logo in this case. So we're going to delete the background, add in a nice dusty pink color, and then put our final call to action, which in this case will be the name of our cafe and then also our cafe's Instagram handle. And then I'm just going to delete this logo and play around a bit with the placement of the text on my scene. Make it a little bit larger so it stands out. Perfect. Now we've also got scene transitions already added into this video since it was a template, so we're good to go ahead and watch our video. And if we're happy with the finished product, we can go ahead and head to the export page, then we can build our video, share it to social, or download it to our device. Instagram ads are fun and great value, and you can make a video ad in the same time it takes to make toast. Get started with the Biteable template library and hit subscribe down below to see more tutorials from us. Bye!